Dear scholars, let us start learning our next and last lesson, that is Papa Panov's special Christmas. Papa Panov is the main character from the story, and how he celebrates his Christmas, that is given as a main content of this story. Let us see the actual story starting with this first paragraph. It was Christmas Eve, that is festival of Christmas. It was Christmas Eve, and although it was still afternoon, lights had begun to appear in the shops and houses of the little Russian village. For the short winter day was nearly over. Excited children scurried indoors, and now only muffled sounds of chatter and laughter escaped from closed shutters. This is the paragraph. It shows that how people were excited to celebrate Christmas. Here, though it was afternoon, there were lights in the shops and houses of that little Russian village. And besides that, the excited children scurried indoors. Scurried means moved quickly, ran here and there, scurried indoors, and now only muffled sound. Muffled sound? It is a sound coming out of the houses, shops, that is considered as muffled sound over here. Or in other word, we can say obstructed sound of chatter and laughter escape from closed shutters. So this is what, or whatever underlined sentences are visible here, they show how people were really excited to celebrate Christmas. Next paragraph. Old Papa Panov, the main character from this story. Old Papa Panov, the village shoemaker, he was village shoemaker, stepped outside his shop to take one last look around. The sound of happiness, the bright lights, and the faint but delicious smells of Christmas cooking reminded him of past Christmas times when his wife had still been alive and his old children little. Now they had gone. So when Papa Panov came out of his shop, the sound of happiness, people chatter and laughter of children, people. Besides that, the bright lights and the faint but delicious smells of Christmas cooking, the food items cooked on the occasion of Christmas, especially they are Christmas cookings, reminded Papa Panov his past Christmas times. And at that time his wife had been alive and also his children were little, but now they all had gone. So Papa Panov was living alone in his house. So thinking about them, he had become little nervous, unhappy. Let us see the next paragraph. His usually cheerful face, see his character, he was cheerful person, but his usually cheerful face with the little laughter wrinkles behind the round steel spectacles looked sad now. So these are the sentences which state how was that character in look, but at that time he was sad. Why? That is, he recalled his past Christmas times when his wife had still been alive and his old children little, and now they had gone. So these are the sentences tell the reason for his sadness. But he went back indoors with a firm step, put up the shutters, and set a pot of coffee to heat on the charcoal stove. Then, with a sigh, he settled in his big armchair. So it is what showing his sadness, nervousness, that he sat on his armchair after putting up the shutters and setting a pot of coffee to heat on the charcoal stove. What is further? Let us see. Papa Panov did not often read, but tonight he pulled down the big old family Bible, that holy book of holy book of Christianity. Slowly tracing the lines with one forefinger, he read again the Christmas story. He read how Mary and Joseph, tired by their journey to Bethlehem, found no room for them at inn. Here inn means that here inn means lodging. They didn't find the place to live, to spend that night, so that Mary's little baby was born in the cowshed. This is what the Christmas story Papa Panov was reading by sitting on his big armchair. So here that Mary and Joseph, their child, their baby was born in the cowshed, as they didn't get the place to be there and spend their time. What is further? Let us see. Oh dear, exclaimed Papa Panov. If only they had come here, I would have given them my bed, and I could have covered the baby with my patchwork quilt to keep him warm. So Papa Panov was feeling sad about that the baby of Mary and Joseph, and he thought if they had come to him, he would have given them his bed, and also he would have covered the baby of Mary and Joseph in the patchwork quilt. So quilt, it is one type of cloth. He would have covered that baby in it to give the warmth, because it was winter day. Further, he read on about the wise men who had come to see the baby Jesus, name of the baby of Mary and Joseph, that is Jesus, bringing him splendid gifts. Further, Papa Panov's face fell, that is, he became sad, nervous. I have no gift that I could give him, he thought sadly. And at that time, after reading the story, Papa Panov was thinking what gift he would give to that baby Joseph. And as he had no gift to give, his face fell, that is, he became sad about it. Then his face brightened. He put down the Bible, got up, and stretched his long arms to the shelf high up in his little room. He took down a small dusty box and opened it. Inside was a perfect pair of tiny leather shoes. So, as he was sad about that he had no gift to give that baby Jesus, what he did, he just thought over and then recalled something, and accordingly he took out the dusty box from the shelf, and when he opened, inside there was a perfect pair of tiny leather shoes. What is further? Let us see. Papa Panov smiled with satisfaction. Yes, they were as good as he had remembered. The best shoes he had ever made. I should give him those, he decided, as he gently put them away and sat down again, and when he saw those shoes, that he in his view, in his opinion, they were the best shoes made by him ever, and he thought that he would give those shoes to baby Jesus. Further, he was feeling tired now, and the further he read, the sleepier he became. So as long he was reading, accordingly, he was feeling sleepier. The print began to dance before his eyes, so that he closed them just for a minute. In no time at all, Papa Panov was fast asleep. So, at he was sleepy, the print, that is the words in that Bible, started dancing before his eyes. That was, it is the sign showing that how Papa Panov was tired and sleepy. And when he thought to close for 1 minute, what happened? Papa Panov was fast asleep. So this is what about the little part of this story. I hope you will find the explanation helpful. Remaining part of the story we will see through some more videos.